Welcome to the Bible Club, where we explore the most amazing stories in the Bible, stories full of adventure, lessons, and God's love. Today we'll learn about a man named Jonah, a big city, a stormy sea, and a very big fish. This is the story of Jonah and the great fish, a story that reminds us that no matter what, God's plan always wins. Let's begin. A long time ago, there lived a man named Jonah. Jonah was a prophet, someone God chose to speak to people and share his messages. One day, God gave Jonah a very important mission. God told Jonah, "Go to the city of Nineveh and tell the people to stop doing evil things. They need to change their ways and turn back to me." But Jonah didn't want to go. You see, the people of Nineveh were known for being unkind and disobedient. Jonah didn't think they deserved God's forgiveness, so instead of obeying God, Jonah decided to run away. He packed his things and traveled to a port city, where he found a ship sailing in the opposite direction, far, far away from Nineveh. Jonah bought a ticket and got on the boat. He thought he could escape from God's plan, but we know something important, don't we? You can never really run away from God. He sees us, loves us, and knows where we are no matter where we go. As the ship sailed across the sea, something terrible happened. A powerful storm appeared. The wind howled, the waves crashed, the boat rocked back and forth. The sailors on the ship were terrified. They threw their cargo into the sea to make the boat lighter, but the storm only got worse. They cried out to their gods, hoping for help. Meanwhile, Jonah was asleep down below. The captain found him and said, "Wake up. Pray to your God. Maybe he will help us." The sailors cast lots to find out who was causing the storm. The lot fell on Jonah. Jonah admitted everything. He told them he was running away from the Lord, the God who made the sea and the land. He said, "Throw me into the sea and the storm will stop." The sailors didn't want to, but the storm kept growing stronger. So they prayed to Jonah's God, asking for forgiveness, and then they gently threw Jonah into the sea. The moment Jonah hit the water, the storm stopped. The sea became calm. The sailors were amazed. They worshipped the Lord, knowing now that he was the true God. But what happened to Jonah? He sank down into the sea. But God had a plan. God sent a great fish, maybe a huge whale, to swallow Jonah. Yes, God rescued Jonah in the most surprising way. Inside the belly of the fish, Jonah sat in darkness. He was there for 3 days and 3 nights. During that time, Jonah prayed. He thanked God for saving him. He told God he was sorry. He promised to obey. Jonah had learned a very big lesson. It is always better to follow God's plan. After 3 days, God spoke to the fish, and the fish spit Jonah out onto dry land. Jonah was safe again. Then God gave Jonah the same message again. "Go to Nineveh," he said. This time, Jonah obeyed. He went to the city and walked through the streets, telling the people God's message. He said, "In 40 days, Nineveh will be destroyed unless you turn from your wicked ways." The people listened. They believed Jonah. They stopped doing evil and began to pray to God. Even the king of Nineveh removed his royal robe, put on rough clothing, and told everyone to fast and pray. He asked the people to turn away from violence and sin. And because the people of Nineveh were truly sorry, God forgave them. He did not destroy the city. You might think Jonah would be happy, right? But Jonah wasn't happy at all. He was upset. He didn't think the people of Nineveh deserved to be forgiven. He went outside the city, sat down in the sun, and waited to see what would happen. God made a leafy plant grow next to Jonah, and it gave him shade from the hot sun. Jonah liked the plant and felt comfortable. But the next day, God sent a worm to eat the plant, and it withered away. Then the sun rose, and a hot wind blew. Jonah felt miserable. He was angry about the plant. Then God spoke to Jonah and said, "You're upset about a plant that you didn't create or care for. Shouldn't I care about the people of Nineveh, over 120,000 of them, and even all their animals?" Jonah had no answer. He finally understood. God's mercy is for everyone, not just people we like, not just people who are already good, but for everyone who chooses to turn to Him. And that, dear friends, is the story of Jonah and the great fish. It teaches us that God has a plan for each of us. We can never run away from Him. Obeying God is always the right choice, and most importantly, God's love and forgiveness are for everyone. Even when we make mistakes, God gives us another chance, just like He gave Jonah and just like He gave the people of Nineveh. Thank you for joining us today at the Bible Club. We hope you learned something special about God's love, mercy, and perfect plan. Be sure to like, subscribe, and come back for more Bible adventures every week. Until next time, remember, God's plan always wins and He always loves you. Bye for now.